Now we welcome you back to the Tacoma Dome, about 30 miles south of the Space Needle in Seattle, the final game of the final regular season weekend in the 2022 PLL season. It's Atlas and Chaos. Smith picks out Rogers, who bounces it past Kincannon to open the scoring.
The staple of this Chaos offense is the two-man game, and it's beautifully executed here between Rogers and Smith. You're gonna see Smith come off of that pick. Chick gets rubbed in that pick. Rogers pops to the outside. Smith wisely identifies the switch, the rub, throws it back, and Rogers buries it from the outside.
Make it 2-0 Chaos. 2 possessions, 2 goals. Chase Frazier making it look easy for Chaos.
And exactly what I just said came to fruition. They wanted to get the ball in the stick of Kyle Jackson a little bit more, and Frazier more of one of those off-ball guys. So you look at these 2 pass goals, right? Smith to Rogers, check. And then this instance, Jackson to Frazier, check. So they're getting the ball in their playmakers' sticks more frequently, letting them operate.
After a 4-0 start, people made them the early favorites to win the championship. Romar Dennis breathing some life into this Atlas team. That's exactly what they needed.
And Atlas, that strong start was fueled a lot by the transition game. And so teams are basically like, make us beat you 6-on-6, excuse me. And this is a guy that can unlock a lot of their potential offensively in the half field. The range, the distance, the accuracy.
Ball game, and something that Rubio said after that loss is he didn't think the energy was there. And Ryan, you alluded to it at the start of this game, a little bit slumped, but they have to have that energy from the jump coming out of this timeout.
Well, they've got back-to-back goals after going down 2-0. Atlas have sprung to life here at the end of the first quarter.
And it starts off another Romar Dennis dodge. You're going to see Romar Dennis, he's going to be kind of a strong sweep across the field. Peterson's going to kind of float out. You're going to get a slide and then a throwback. So who can beat their man one-on-one and who can execute effectively in the 6-on-6? It's Dennis again, strong dodge, and the newcomer, Peterson, they brought him on board to give him that inside crease presence, that finisher. So immediately paying dividends.
Atlas picked him up out of the player pool, makes an immediate impact. Played the 2019 and 2020 season with Redwoods. I think a big reason Rubio went in and got Clark Peterson is he's got the familiarity with Jeff Teat, both in the Canadian national team, but also playing college lacrosse.
Second time Danny Logan has just put Rogers on lockdown.
Tons of contact. Will the goal count? Waiting for the official call. Yes!
You could see this coming. There was a collision to be had. And Chris Cloutier, after he picks up this loose ball, he's going right to the rack. And you can see that slide right there by Rexroad just needs to happen earlier. Chris Cloutier, he's a load. He's north of 200 pounds. And Rexroad just needed to take a better approach angle there. You can see that little pump maybe held Rexroad, but you've got to get in front of this. Ooh.
He's in. Before he lifted
Ruling
off.
on the play was a good goal. The Atlas has challenged that ruling.
It appears Chris Cloutier might have had his toe in the crease. Great feed from Gray, the finish, Costabile. All started on the Chris Gray pass. Costabile did the rest to fire Atlas in front.
Come on, Jay. This is SportsCenter top 10 nominee. We talked about needing more from Costabile and more aggressiveness from Gray. And here it's on display. Gray gets the switch, goes hard to the cage, and Costabile, as good of an athlete in the midfield position across the league.
Feeds it back inside. Jackson absorbs the hit, still got the shot off. 5 seconds left on the timer, and it goes in! A deep one ties it at 3 for Chaos. This one will count for Cloutier after he just had a goal waved off a moment ago.
Frenetic action there for Chaos offensively. You're gonna see Smith throw this inside to Jackson, tons of bodies backhander, but Frazier able to somehow corral it and then throw a cross-field skip pass to Cloutier.
Frazier caught that, that would have been an easy goal. Back to Byrne, winds up and scores! Josh Byrne cashes in on the Chaos power play to tie it at 3.
So like in 30 seconds, you saw Josh Byrne with this like incredibly slick little pick up on the ground ball. Then he throws a skip pass that doesn't get capitalized on. And then he just buries one from, I don't know, 14 yards. Gorgeous skip pass by Cloutier, and you saw the pinpoint placement by Byrne. So his combination of size, speed, quickness, athleticism, skill, creativity, like he is the complete package. Worth the price of admission. If Logan wanted it.
Chick had it. He goes behind the back. Are you kidding me? Unsettled situation, and Jeff Teat goes behind the back to beat Reardon.
The Chaos go with that double invert set, and you're susceptible to transition. Craig Chick's gonna crash the crease. They actually try to throw it inside to him, and it trickles through to Jeff Teat. Johnny on the spot, but then finishes in dramatic fashion. The one-hand pickup into behind the back. Another SportsCenter top 10 nominee. Filthy finish by Jeff Teat on the slick pickup. One-handed into a behind the back, come on. Cage, you wonder a little bit as that shooting percentage, I wonder if that's in his mind a little bit.
Oh, what a goal. Rogers lets it rip and ties it at 4. His second goal of the night. And that's the offense that Chaos is capable of.
And you could see Jack Kincannon kind of motioning like, yeah, I didn't really see that. But Jalen Rogers, I love what he brings to this offense, and we spoke about getting the playmakers the ball more frequently, and he is a guy that can generate his own shot independently of the two-man game and then operate within it as well.
Hey, you're good. Backside! Row!
With 3 seconds left on the shot clock, Atlas cash in on a power play goal. Loved the access powered by Sun Clarella to go under the helmet with Blaze Reardon. Not much he could do on that. Just great positioning.
Yeah, and you could hear him saying row, row for rotate as this ball spins and it gets to Gray. We're gonna freeze it right there. Gray's reading this defender right here. He's reading Jack Rowlett. And what Jack Rowlett's gonna do is he's gonna step maybe 1 or 2 steps upfield, and then Gray is gonna throw this skip pass right behind that rotation. So Rowlett creeps up a little bit. You can see Newman trying to rotate over, and just better passing and execution than defensive rotation. But that row, short for rotate.
Jeff Teat, his second goal today, 22nd of the season. 2 goals for Atlas. Let's see if they go back to him. Aiken with it now. 20 seconds left on the power play. Costabile, a bouncer! Sneaks it past Blaze Reardon.
Was that a 1 or
I
a 2?
thought it was a 2.
I mean, Costabile's been pressing from that spot on the power play.
They called it a 1 on the field. I think it should be a 2. Let's take another look.
That left foot, that left plant foot.
Here's your best look right here.
Chaos just a little slow to rotate up the field. That
That's
plant foot looks beyond that 2-point arc, and the high bouncer. High bouncers will go. That's a 2.
Andy Towers pregame, he replicated that at halftime. You see why Chaos have been shot out of a cannon. Back-to-back goals in 15 seconds to start the second half. That one from Chase Frazier, 2 face-off wins, 2 goals, and Chaos are right back in it.
What was that halftime speech? Forget the pregame speech. We could barely play half of that. I would love to know what he said at halftime. Adler wins the faceoff, identifies Frazier on that right wing. Incredible placement.
Byrne just struggling to get those hands free.
It's a great trail check there by Richard.
And Chaos, 2 goals this quarter. Make it 3, one-handed, count it, plus the foul. Rogers, seemingly from nowhere on the restart. They're gonna say no goal though. In the crease, wave off the goal. We will get the penalty though.
There was no goal because of a crease violation. Atlas foul, number 54, 30-second technical, hold.
No challenge at Chaos's disposal. They'll get the flag. Rogers, strong dodge. There's the hold. I don't know, Jay.
Looks clean to me. His options. Settles for Aiken. Power play down to 3. Teat to the doorstep. And Atlas cash in on a power play goal through Eric Law.
Beautiful vision here by Jeff Teat. And Eric Law just sneaking around the cage as he's known to do. Freeze it right here. You're gonna see this is the open lane that Jeff Teat sees. And here's Eric Law. He's gonna loop all the way around the goal. So identifying the open skip lane and the patience there by Jeff Teat to allow Eric Law to physically run around the crease and get to that spot. Combination of patience and vision on display, and another power play goal for Atlas.
Three for 4. Risky pass deflected. Teat corrals it. 15 on the shot clock. Jeff Teat goes to work. Dennis flicks it forward to Peterson to the doorstep. Quick stick finish. Eric Law. Dana called him a crease rat earlier in the game. He shows why. Atlas up 2.
And Eric Law climbs 1 point closer to 400 on his illustrious career. Clark Peterson finds the loose ball, heads up. Law quick stick, just beats rear. So what are your best odds of doing that?
After a 2-week.
And like, okay, some other team beats them then besides you. Like, that team's probably pretty good.
Here's Cloutier, and he makes Atlas pay. Great cut across the middle. Fired at home past Kincannon, and Andy Towers' team back within 1. 4:41 to play.
Cloutier is gonna set a pick off ball and then flash to the middle. You can see Durkin's reaction. But that off-ball pick, you've got to communicate, are we staying with our matchups or are we switching it? Cloutier does a great job of setting that while the defense is communicating what they're going to do in that scenario. He then takes advantage of what looks like a potential switch. He's got the defender on his back, so when he pivots to the inside, he's gained leverage.
4 minutes left to the final game of the PLL regular season. Gray curls around the cage and buries it past Reardon.
Yes, the individual effort by Chris Gray, but kudos to the other Atlas players offensively for moving off ball to number one, create the space, and number two, eliminate the slide. So you're gonna see Eric Law and Jeff Teat both cut across the face of the goal. And in doing so, they allow Chris Gray to then turn the corner. If you're Chaos, when that action occurs, you've got to hold steady and then have a slide ready because you've got a short stick on Chris Gray. That's a matchup you have to support. So credit the other players on that attack unit for moving off ball to allow Chris Gray to do his thing.
It's a 6-on-3. The extra pass leads to a goal. Chaos cashes in on the power play. It makes it a 1-goal game.
Not much Cannon could do here. He's been Herculean all day, but off the ground ball scramble, big pickup right here by Mac O'Keefe. He quickly moves the ball off the turf, the skip, and then the one more on that clear.
Atlas ball, Andy Towers unhappy, and Atlas holds on. In a thriller that came down to the wire, what a way for the PLL regular season to come to a conclusion. It's Atlas that'll head into the postseason with plenty of momentum. And for Andy Towers, Blaze Reardon, and Chaos, you're going to finish the regular season 2-8. Yes, you're the reigning champs. Yes, you're in as the 7th seed, but still plenty of questions that they need to answer.